global investment community. This is something that actually gave me a lot of knowledge and also experience being a part of this community, right? So to present this topic, right, we have my colleague, Mr. Roy. Okay, Mr. Roy actually has been, I've been working with him for, I think, almost 5 years already. And throughout this experience, the journey with MCM, right, he actually has been a person who with a lot of knowledge and also being a big contributor in our GIC, in our community. I think he's a very right person, a very qualified person to say how he also benefited from this global investment community. All right. So without further ado, okay, let's welcome the speaker for today, Mr. Roy Ong. Roy, are you ready? You can share your slide.
Oh, I shared. Can I see my slide?
Yes, I can see your slide. I will pass the floor to you, Roy.
All right. Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, all my GIC members. Welcome back to our event again. And I see that today there's a lot of friends online, almost 50 of us, and also we have friends actually watching from the live. Welcome and thank you for joining our webinar online today. And today we would like to talk about one topic which is a very interesting topic, introduction to the global investment community. Why I said this is an interesting topic is because lots of people know that they join the global investment community, but actually there is a lot more that when they join, they don't actually aware of. For example, the benefits they can actually enjoy, the knowledge they can actually learn from the platform. So today we have this topic just to let everyone know that when you are joining this, what is the benefit you can actually reap from this platform. So before I start, I would like to, of course, to thank my mentor, who is Professor Max, who is also the founders of MCM, who actually founded the Max Capital Management. At the same time, he also founded the GIC Global Investment Community. I know Max since 5 years ago when he's launching his new book. During that time, his book. Actually, I was looking for the opportunities to learn the investment because I love investment. I actually invested some properties and also the stock market when I was in Penang. By the way, I'm from Penang. During that time, actually, I see that there's a lot of different school of thoughts in the investment, and a lot of people, the teacher there actually teaching of a different type of investment way. But when I actually see the book itself, this is a book, but hopefully you can see. Oh, well, oh, cannot see my background. So this is a book that actually make me connect with Max, because I want to buy this book. I want to know the author, Professor Max, and I want to know what is his thinking about the situation during 2015, 2014. What is actually the market outlook? That's why I text him through the Facebook. I message him and says that I want to buy your book and I want to meet up with you. So we meet up in the McDonald's there, and then he passed me the book and we have a very good chat. Although it's a very short chat, but I learned a lot of things from him, because during that time, not many people actually invest globally, but Professor Max actually invests globally, not only in one country, but a few countries. And when I talk to him, actually, I see that he's a value investor. He is actually very emphasized on the value. Whatever things that they invest, there is a lot of background check, the due diligence, the structure of the whole things. This is a substance of investing that I recognize. That's why actually I joined the MCM as an investor, like all of you, the GIC members. When you are actually attending our event, I also do the same thing as what you are doing. I pick up a lot of knowledge from here, and then I grow together, and then I asked to be part of the MCM, and then till now. So this is my journey in the MCM, a short journey in the MCM. But that's not important because it's my journey, but I'm sure that you will be benefited from this journey as well, because we believe that an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. This is by the Benjamin Franklin, but the purpose of the GIC, the Global Investment Community, actually we are emphasizing on everyone can have the knowledge to invest. Before you have the knowledge to invest, you will actually face a lot of the difficulties of the challenges in the investment. But if let's say you pick up the right knowledge, then when you do the investment, you know what you are doing. Then in the long run, in the long-term planning, you will see you can easily reap the fruit from your investment. All right. Before we start, of course, we would like to I would like to explain a little bit on the MCM vision and mission first. MCM, all this while we are focusing on to be the reliable global project management consultant. So the MCM is a project management consultant. On hand, the MCM manage a lot of different type of project, not only in Malaysia but also in New Zealand, in Germany, in Singapore, in Japan. There's a lot of different countries that the company is managing the projects. And the mission of the MCM is to turn everyone to can invest globally into reality, because we hope that everyone can actually work together as a team, work together inside this community. We can actually invest together in the different country, in different type of investment asset. And this is a value of MCM. M stands for the maximize efficiency and effectiveness. C stands for the continuous improvement. And then the second M is a mutuality. So this is always driving us to be better. You will see that we do webinars. We also actually focusing on this thing. We keep on improving ourselves. We keep on maximizing the efficiency so that we can reach more people to deliver the knowledge that we want you to learn. And also we would like to have everyone to be get the trust and integrity. All right. So this is a short journey since established of MCM since 2012. We go through a lot. We get lots of quite prestigious awards, and then we launched the GIC during 2016, March 15th of March, and then we actually start to have members coming on board to our GIC. 1,000 people on 2017, then 2018, 2,500, and 2019 we have 5,000 members. So this is some achievements that we are actually proud that whatever seminars we organize, actually we receive a very good support and the response for our members. And I believe that all the members actually learns a lot from our platform together. And the awards and the recognition that we have, this is a few of some of it. And then we are proud that we are actually one of the members of the Global Compact from the United Nations. We also received the Touch Awards, and we have received the International Finance Leadership Awards, and also the Professor Max also received the 100 Most Influential Sustainable Entrepreneurs, and lots more. Okay, what you see here is when we launched the GIC, we actually received a coverage of the launching from more than 60 medias. And throughout these years, actually, we see that more and more media recognize us. So you see that some of our projects, when we do the launching, we have even more than 60 medias nowadays that actually covering our projects that we are launching. And during that launching on the 15th of March 4 years ago, we are actually glad to have a presence of our Royal Prince of Selangor to be with us together with all of our board of governors. Our board of governors is also the group of professionals that actually specialize in different industry. So this is some of the photos during that launching. Because I believe that some of our members, they join us for more than 3 years or 4 years, but they never attend this. So it's good time for us to actually share with you about the joyous moment. And these are the experts in behind us, which is a board of governors. For example, we have the icon of education in Malaysia, Tan Sri Yahya Ibrahim. He is in this industry for a very long time. He contribute his efforts and knowledge to the industry, the economic industry. So we have him as our board of governors, and of course we have a lot more. Like we have experts in the finance, experts in the property development, experts in the legal and finance. And also we have economists, and we have some specialized in the movie production, and also the art and culture. So this is the team behind us, and this is worthwhile for me to actually explain to you a little bit in details. So normally when people come on board as members of a GIC here, this is a GIC, the members do not actually know quite clearly how is the ecosystem works. So I would like to take this opportunity to explain about the ecosystem before we go into the GIC. All right, so MCM is the group of companies with different arm that are doing different things, and we have partners together with us. So MCM actually created this ecosystem so that we can actually help our clients and our corporate clients to actually grow better. So one of the part is GIC, which we also help the members to be part of us. They can learn about the investment knowledge. We have one part of it is Money Compass, which is our media partner, which inside the media partner, we have You Learn Money, we have the Money, of course, Money Compass, one of the oldest financial magazine in Malaysia, and we have a boutique under the Money Compass. And we have one arm from the Metro KL who can structure from the corporate advisory and corporate consultation. We have MCM Ecom, which actually dealing with the customization and also the O2O business solution. So especially for members who are doing the business, you can actually look for us because we have all the solutions that actually can help your business to grow further. And I'm sure that a lot of you already attended our events previously. We have organized lots of events. From the first year, we organized 50 to 80 events for the first year. Later on, our people grow, and then we start to organize 100 events. And last year, we actually organized more than 150 events just within 1 year. It means that actually almost 3 days we'll have one event, and we actually do it worldwide, not only in Malaysia. We actually do it in some other countries as well, and we also do it in the East Malaysia. And ever since that MCO happens, that everyone can actually join our event, we start to transform our activities. We do it online. And then we discovered that when we do this online, actually we can reach more people. Some of our places that we cannot reach there, but they can actually join. For example, like today we have friends from Penang, friends from KK, friends from Singapore, who actually can join into our events together. And we accumulated 36,000 views just within a short span of 3 months. All right, let us start to talk about the GIC itself. The GIC, we are actually based on the foundation of the 2 strategies, which is founded by Professor Max. The first strategy is a property investment life cycle, and the second strategy is a business investment life cycle. I'm sure that in the market, a lot of people already start hearing about these investment strategies, but there is a lot more that you can learn actually through this PILC and the BILC. When the first time I met up with Professor Max, when he actually talked about the property investment life cycle, I see it as one of the very complete view of the investment when you are dealing with a property because it touch on different stages of the life cycle in a property. Just like the human being, you born and then you grown up and you may grow old and die. Same as a property, actually itself, every single stages you can actually have a different opportunity in the stages. Later, I will talk into details. And also, we are proud that the professors Max strategy are recognized by the Edison Awards, and 2020, it is nominated as the recipient of Edison Awards. So this is one of a proud of achievement of MCM. Okay, when we talk about the property investment life cycle, I encourage you to actually look, you can read all the details in our blog. I will actually go through a little bit introduction here. So when a property start off, they need to have a land. So during the stage of land acquisition, you have a lot more to do during this period. For example, the land conversion, the master planning, or the building of infrastructure on this piece of land. Then you goes into construction of the actual building. So that is one of value added component that we can profit from. And after the building is constructed, we can actually manage the building. So the properly managed building will actually generate more profit than the badly managed building. And after building, after some time, you need to do the renovation. So you see that some of the people, after they renovate the property, they will sell it off and they will make the profit. And the refurbishment means that the whole building, you need to change the structural things, like for example, add on the balcony, or maybe change the staircase, or doing some of the further engineering job. So this refurbishment, we also see that there's a lot of opportunity in it. And redevelopment means that the property itself is no longer usable, or maybe no longer serve the purpose at that community. So you need to demolish it and then rebuild a new structure or a new building. So all these stages, we already have an example. You see there's a flags on the different country. So each and every stages, we already have all these projects, and a lot of them are completed on completed projects. Okay, and also show you some of the photos here. We have some under construction project, like the S2 project. We have the project, you see that here, this is the project when it's still under construction, but now is already fully completed. This is one of the Ipoh project, which is completed. We have a before and after project. This is the before project in the New Zealand, and after project. And we also have one project, we actually operate our MCM motel over there in the Christchurch. In New Zealand itself, we have more than 5 projects. We have a 5 project completed. And at the moment, we also have one project undergoing, is under construction project in the Perak Bidor project. All right. So this is a few examples. Of course, we have a lot more than that. For example, we have 13 projects exited in at the Germany. So we have a 13 project exited, and I'm sure some of your members who actually joined the MCM since 2012, before they joined, they already have participated in this project. Okay, so that's an overview of PILC. And for BILC itself is a business investment life cycle. Similarly, a business itself, it will go through different stages, and in different stages, you need to have different strategies in order for you to invest smartly, because you need to do a lot of the different type of due diligence, for example, different type of investment structure, for example, or maybe even the different risk appetite that you need to plan for yourself. Some of our people have a different type of risk appetite, like those people who are already near to retire, or the retired investor. They do not want to invest in the high risk project. But some of the young people who actually have already have established their different type of their investment portfolio, investing into different investment assets. They are actually looking for those project, which is a startup project with have a slightly higher risk, but also will yield them the higher investment ROI. So these are the few projects that we already have in in the different stages. For example, we have a startup. We have a few projects there. Like one of the examples just now I mentioned to you is the MCM Motel. This is one of a very successful project because we see this project since from the scratch. We do the building of a construction of a motel. We got the motel completed. Then we start to actually do the renovation and put in all the things, all the hotel utilities and hotel items in, and then we start to operate it. So from the start to it starts operating, actually MCM involved. So this is one of a very good example of our project. And then we have some other like the GIC. We also actually start up this community. So it start from a startup. Now it's growing very fast, especially these 2 years. And we have the expansion project, and we have a mature project. Some of you actually take part in our MCM Rainforest Resort, and some of you already exited as well. Okay, so this is one of overview of our BILC project. We segment it into the different industry because we don't invest in every industry. We select those industry that we do the analyze. We think that there is a high prospect, very good prospect for that industry. Then we'll start to explore it. For example, we have some of the industry in the fashion. We have F&B. We have travel. We have the e-commerce. With IoT, we even have a fintech, aquaculture, health tech, and hospitality. So this is a few of the project we actually invested in. And not only this, when we want our members to actually learn from the knowledge, learn from us, we actually bring them to the projects. We let them see, we let them witness, we let them even communicate with our partners, the project owner, so that you can actually learn from the mouth of the entrepreneurs, the real person himself. And then during the Q&A session, you actually learn even more because different people have a different strategy. So when they ask the Q&A session, you actually will learn from the other investor also. Not only this, we also have organized some of the event. I didn't put here, but we have some event is a due diligence trip. We have one. You see here, this is the New Zealand project. So we have our members go to visit the site and do the due diligence. So all these are the things that you can actually explore in our platform. So some of people say, some of our friends, when they join in, they say that I want to learn the thing, but I don't know where can I start from. So this is very good for you to start with, to join our event or to join our trip or to join our field trip or due diligence trip, so that you can actually see how we do, or maybe some other members do their own due diligence. All right, so this is the benefits of GIC members. And some of the things that I want to highlight is, for example, like you have the priority pass to join our various of our internal and external events. Some of our internal events is like the workshop, like the seminars, like the webinars. And also we even have some forum that actually we invited different experts to come and share with us about that industry. We also have some external events that our partners actually invited us to join them. You can actually join together with us and understand how actually the things works. And we also have the complimentary access to diverse knowledge sharing session, which is this is a smaller group of people. We actually have some, for example, like project updates and also some specific knowledge to touch about. And you see, number 7, learn from the renowned board of governors and partners. And for those who are new, maybe you joined during this MCO, maybe I assume that you already joined some of our webinars since March, since MCO. And during this period of time, you may actually have learned a lot from some of the very renowned speakers. Like for example, recently, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, we actually invited Dr. Verma, the inventor of the first mobile phone in the world. He owns the patent of the phone, and he actually comes to our session to share the new generation of a smart car plate. So I'm sure that it's very rare opportunity for you to actually meet up with this expert, because he's from India, and because of some partnership, because of the relationship, actually we are very glad that he are willing to actually come over to actually share with us about his knowledge in one of our webinar. Like for example, we have the invited Mr. Jeremiah, who is also the community of Malaysia Bar Council, to share with us one of the latest update in the MACC, Malaysia Anti-Corruption Act. So he actually also shared with us about this law, the knowledge in the law. And we also invited like Mr. Khalid Detta from US. He is a veteran in the sports apparel brand, and the brand that he brought up under him are Brooks, for example, Brooks, the Diesel, Skechers, and now he's actually starting up with one new brand, Beachbody. And then we invited him to actually share with us about the brand itself. And we also recently have Mr. Garner, who is also expert in the digital asset custodian, who actually come to share with us for the future of the digital asset. So all these people, not only this, actually we have a lot more that actually come here to actually share with us. So if let's say you think that all these are very worthwhile for you to actually join us, please join us and talk to our PR, and then they will send you the QR code so you can actually join us. And okay, and beside that, you remember that just now for the ecosystem, one of the components is our Biz Portal. So Biz Portal actually allows you to transform your business digitally without any hassle, because business portal is actually operated by also the experts in the market who has been in the market for more than 15 years, and the CEO actually building the business and partner doing the business together with some other MNC companies in different countries. So he also managed the logistics. He's a logistic expert. He also actually operating these apps to actually help the business owners to transform their business. For example, in the platform, you can actually have a different type of projects. One of our project is the Beach Body Shop actually is selling on the Biz Portal. Not only this, we also have a Money Compass with some other big brands like Da Nang Golden Bay, one of a hotel in Vietnam, who have 1,600 rooms in Vietnam. We have a lot more. So we also encourage you to download this Biz Portal. You can the benefits of members who download the Biz Portal is you can actually enjoy 10% of discount for everything you purchase here. All right. So for members only, because we have this code 7, we think that this is worthwhile for you to protect you and your family members. So you can actually download this, and MCM offer you 3 months free membership. So you can test it out. These apps, you go to the App Store to type, at the moment is Android only. You type code 7, and you see this logo, and you download this. So sorry. So this is exclusive for the GIC members for 3 months free membership. You type the MCM GIC code and sign up. You can enjoy 3 months free of a service. Oh, by the way, what is a code 7? It's first in the market that it actually is a platform, digital platform that actually connects the service, the security service in the market. So whenever you need the security service, you can actually, or escort service, you can actually use this app to ask for the guards or the security to help you out. So it's a very good apps for you to download and use it. All right, so after all, that is the GIC platform. But we believe that it's not about the platform, it's about the group of people under the platform that makes the community become better or become greater. So we would like to also deliver some of a message. When we actually see a lot of an investor, actually we can summarize some of the attitude of an investor. And this is the some of the summary that we see from the successful investor, or maybe the accredited investor, the 7 traits that they have in them, and we would like to share with you. Okay, first of all is do not invest with emotion, be positive. I'm sure that not only in our platform, you see that there's a lot of people out there, like for example, the stock market, you see that a lot of people that invest with emotion. When that is one so-called the hearsay good news, then they will rush in and jump onto the bandwagon and want to invest in something. Then found out that actually that is not the real actual news because they never do the due diligence. But some of our people, when they hear something bad from some other people, they will act negatively and says that this project fail or what, or listen to the rumors. So always do not invest with emotion. Be always positive, and if let's say you do a very good due diligence, always believe in your homework. So that it comes to the second part, do your homework, which is a due diligence. Don't trust anyone, including don't just pick whatever says from the MCM, but you have to do your home due diligence, homework, which is a due diligence. I'm sure that lots of you actually are too busy that you can't actually do the lots of due diligence. For example, if let's say you want to understand one company, maybe you are from Penang, you are investing in one company in Singapore, it's very difficult for you to always go to Singapore and meet up with the founders and do the due diligence, because why he want to actually talk to you directly. So a lot of homework, you need to have a platform, for example, like the GIC. We actually start to do the foundation, we do the connection, we invite him to actually come to share with us. Then you can actually tap into this platform and this network to meet up with the real person who are running the business and do your homework there. You can ask a question, you can learn from other investor, or you can do your homework like searching for the company's background. You can do all this. So always do the due diligence before you invest and manage your investment portfolio. Uh, this is also very important that we always encourage you to diversify. You don't put everything into one basket, because when the things go fell, you lost everything. But you have to have the strategy. I can't advise you here because I'm not the investment advisor, but you have to actually understand yourself, understand your own financial situation, your own risk appetite, or your own direction. For example, you are actually familiar with certain things, or you would love to invest in something that with a fixed return. So you have to be responsible on your investment planning before you invest. Number 5, do not speculate, do not gamble. Of course, this one, needless to say, we don't want gamble. We do not want to actually invest based on the emotion. Like just now we say, some people that actually have the gambling mindset, they actually don't care whatever things. Even they just simply say that I trust you, so I just invest. I just hopefully this project will actually grow. But this is a gambling, because you do not do a very good foundation before you start investing. You put your money into something that is baseless, or maybe something that actually is the money, for example, money game, or maybe scam. So all these please avoid, because whenever you lose your money, it's very difficult for you to gain back the same amount of money. All right, that is the mindset of a successful investor. Number 6, willing to take the calculated risk. What is calculated risk? When you invest, it's impossible for you to get one investment that is zero risk. Everything have a risk. When you put your money into the fixed deposit, like now is lesser than 2%, it's still there is a risk. What is risk? Risk is there's unexpected risk, or maybe something that's ever changing. So that's called risk. Even the fixed deposit, people feel that it's safe because nothing changes. It is almost guaranteed by the bank. But actually, in fact, the bank itself, we also see that in Malaysia, we also witness the bank goes bust. Two banks goes bust, and in the overseas we also see lots of banks, because of the financial crisis, they go bust. So you always have to make sure that when you invest, although there's a risk, but those risks are calculated risk, which you are aware of it, you can take it, then you invest in it. All right. Number 7, prepare for the worst. So after you do the due diligence, and then most likely you have to wait for them to reap the profit for you, or it grow the money for you. But you can't actually avoid the risk that some of the projects, when it goes to certain period of time, it really doesn't go well. Do not blame anyone. Always look into it, and you take it as a lesson, and you learn from it. Take the lessons and try to avoid it in your next investment. So whatever you learn from your previous investment deals actually will help you to make more wisely, or you make you become the more savvy investors. So these 7 types of investment mindset that you need to actually always keep it in mind together with you. And I have to emphasize that we are not the investment guru. We are not the investment advisor. We are the project management consultant. We do our own due diligence. We are actually structuring the things. And also, we believe one thing that a successful investor always do. This is the same thing this is important, please. Maybe you have to listen carefully. When they combine these 7 points together, it comes up with one thing. Because in the market, a lot of common investor will say this: high risk, high rewards. But the successful investor, you go through even the Warren Buffett, even the Anthony Robbins, they actually think differently. They do not actually goes into the conclusion as high risk, high rewards. They only look for the high rewards projects or investment, and they do something to minimize their risk. So if you do nothing, the risk will be high. But if you do something, or you re-engineer the projects, then you actually reduce the risk. Not only the project, even your investment portfolio, you have to strategize itself. Like for example, you have maybe 20% of your money you put into the high risk projects, and then you do something to reduce the risk, and the rest, for example, another 80%, you can actually invest in the relatively low risk projects. So this is just an example. This is not the advice, but this is an example of how the successful investor, they manage their investment. All right. Okay, so lastly, there's a few things for our GIC members to take note, that we as a community, we also want to have a very good communication with our members. So whenever you need some assistance, or you need to actually access to some of our webinar, you have some difficulties to actually access to some information, you can always get assistance from our MCM help desk. The number is 012-285-5577. This number is not representing a person, but it's actually a group of people who are serving you as the GIC member. You have the privilege to actually access to our services, a team of people who service you, or you can actually send your information that you want us to follow up to helpdesk.mcm@gmail.com. All right. Okay, time is running out, because later we have a Q&A session. So for the members online, there's a good news, because recently we just set up a new channel, which is a MCM GIC event channel. So you can scan this QR code to join the channel, or you can go to this link to join the channel. So inside this channel, we actually post all the seminars events, because you might miss out some of the announcement we made in the Facebook or maybe from the WhatsApp. So you can actually always go back to this channel to register the seminars. And also the second good news is from next month onwards, we'll actually roll out the new members only apps. So only members will actually use this app. Inside this app, you can actually easily do the registration for the event. You can access to all the investment knowledge inside this app. You can also even access to the projects update inside this app. So this is a really very exciting news, that the app itself will be more complete with more features that will help you in your investment journey. And subscribe and like all of our social media channels, like the Facebook. We have one team of people who are doing the social media. And this team of people, actually, we also compile a lot of information. We actually have some write out of investment knowledge. We actually compile the knowledge from the different investment gurus, and then we put it into the very easy, understandable contents for you to read it. For example, like YouTube, if you go through our YouTube, you'll see that some of the information or some of the online content itself, when you go to some of the platform, actually they are charging you more than 1,000, some charging 4,000 to 5,000 just for this kind of content, teaching you how to become the good entrepreneurs, teaching you how to become the investors, a very good investor, and even teach you how to actually get the fundings, and also how to make it grow your business in a proper way. So all these videos are very valuable. So go to our YouTube, subscribe it, and get to know the information, so that when you subscribe, we have a new content coming up, we will trigger you, they will notify you. All right. So thank you very much for listening. My sharing is up to here, and over to you, Mr. Suren.
All right. Thank you very much.